number 9, scheduled for 10. Tim Ryan with Joe Clancy watching Roger Mayweather in black and Tony Baltazar in blue. And somewhat disappointing, to say the least. Lightweight battle that shaped up as a much more intriguing contest than it's turned out to be. Again, the judging could turn out quite differently from what one might expect. Somebody looking in at home, if they shared our view, would have Mayweather comfortably ahead, although we have given Baltazar the last couple of rounds on effort alone.
Tim, the referee went over between rounds and warned Mayweather for holding. That could be a significant factor. If he's taking points away, or in his mind, because he is one of the scoring officials, he may be penalizing Mayweather for holding.
Both of these fighters looking to make an impact in the already busy and talented lightweight division. And I'm not sure that either one of them is making a great impression on any of those lightweights that are probably looking in. The likes of the champions Rosario and Bramble, the people like Mancini and Camacho, Kenny Wagner, and others.
Right now, Tim, this looks like the beauty contest that nobody's going to win. I don't think anybody's going to come out with flying colors.
Midway through the 9th round.
Very little difference between the 9th and the 1st. Every round is the same. Baltazar stalking Mayweather, except Mayweather is not moving quite as much now, Tim, but he doesn't have to.
Right hand scored by Baltazar. That got Mayweather's attention.
Just missed with the left hook, Tim. You think that Baltazar would try something different, Tim, like maybe throw a right hand to the body, hook off it. He has to do something to open up Mayweather. But he keeps doing the same thing time after time.
That's a hit song these days. Under 30 seconds to go, time after time. And it has been that story throughout this 9 rounds. Lightweight boxing. Tony Baltazar in blue, Roger Mayweather in black. Final seconds of the 9th round. And there again, some rough stuff at the bell between these two fighters. No love lost between them, and the continued frustration of Tony Baltazar. Well, at this point, we'd like to apologize for the fact that because of the length of the golf earlier, we are not able to bring you John Madden's journey today. And also our planned coverage of the Tour de France has been postponed, but we want to keep you up to date as we will continue to follow it over the next couple of weeks. And there is a surprise leader. Vincent Barteau of France, making his first appearance in the Tour de France after 10 stages, is the leader. And you can see there are 2 more Frenchmen behind him. And the American Greg LeMond is still in the picture. He is in 10th place, but just 15 minutes behind after the 10 stages, and with 2 more weeks of the tour still remaining. In 58th place, Jonathan Boyer, a veteran American, is 20 minutes back, as you can see. So that's the story in the Tour de France. And speaking of people behind, as we see it, Tony Baltazar is behind. If he gets through this round, the judges will let us know if they have viewed it the same way. This is the 10th and final round, and Mayweather with Baltazar in his corner, doing some glaring and talking and punching, and looking to be a little more flat-footed, and some more showboating by Mayweather.
Mayweather is fighting this round, Tim.
Certainly standing there flat-footed, willing to go, and Baltazar lands a left hook.
Well, you remember what happened to Howard Davis a couple of weeks ago, down to the last 10 seconds of the fight. Looked like he was comfortably a winner. One left hook changed it all.
Not over till it's over.
Okay, Yogi.
I wonder whether Tony really has a feeling for that, about where he stands. There's a short right-hand lead by Mayweather scoring.
Somebody
must trying to break them.
Somebody must have told Tony that it's illegal to punch to the body, Tim.
Well, in even yet when we go back to that great effort against Howard Davis Jr. He punched to the body and to the head.
He's missing these head punches.
In the final round, Mayweather and Baltazar. Got more boxing action next week on CBS Sports Sunday. We'll be telling you about the conclusion of the fight. A good flurry on the ropes here, but again, Baltazar goes head down and not really on target, just leaning on Mayweather.
Got hit with a good left hook too, Tim. There he keeps throwing punches over that tall guy's head. Another one.
Under a minute to go in the fight. The hometown favorite from La Puente, Tony Baltazar, fighting in frustration throughout. Finally has Mayweather in one place after Mayweather had effectively circled the ring through 7 or 8 rounds. But Baltazar now appearing tired and arm-weary. It's been a wrestling match for those moments when they have been close enough together. And Mayweather doing most of the holding. Baltazar got in a right hand. Under 30 seconds to go. And Mayweather punches Baltazar in the corner. Toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring. Mayweather, if he thought he was ahead, at least willing to risk it a little here in the final round, Gil.
He's landed most of the effective punches this round, Tim. Hardest punches of the fight.
Coming to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and the crowd may not agree with our opinion, Tim, about who's the winner.
I'm sure not. We'll find out what the judges think as the crowd comes to its feet, cheering for Tony Baltazar and his good 10th round effort. But whether the judges are seeing it that way, we'll find out. Well, as we mentioned, we have more boxing action next week on CBS Sports Sunday, and we're going to tell you more about it in the other events you'll be seeing next week here on CBS. We are back in Reseda, California, and ready for our decision. Here's ring announcer Bill Kaplan.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision. I will read the card. Referee Lou Moret scores the fight 98-95. Eddie Fierro 96-95. Marty Denkin 96-94, all in favor of the winner, the Tiger, Tony Baltazar.
You can see the crowd here deliriously happy. Unanimous decision for Tony Baltazar. Tony, I gotta tell you, we are surprised at this decision. Are you?
No, not at all. He threw a lot of jabs and he kept away. He didn't want to fight. If he would have stayed and then fought a little bit, maybe he would have wanted to fight. But I kept the pressure. I landed the harder shot.
Well,
and he just threw jabs.
Our feeling was that, yes, you did keep the pressure, and yes, you were the aggressor, but that he was the man who landed most of the punches, and we frankly thought on our scorecard he was the winner.
Well, most of his punches landed on my glove. He threw a lot of jabs, a couple of right hands, and I blocked most of the right hands. He just didn't want to fight. That was his problem this fight today.
Well, I know it's a big win for you, Tony. Good luck again in the rest of the lightweight ranks for you as you move your way back up.
Hi to everybody out
okay, well, Tony, we're just about out of time. I'll have to have a word with Roger. Thank you. Roger, how do you feel about this decision?
Well, I think everybody who around the world who's seen the fight know that I won the fight going away. There was no question. This man, if you can see his punch was missing a mile away. I was countering, hitting with combination at the end. I won the last 2 rounds decisively.
Roger, we had you ahead on our scorecards, but we were also thoughtful of the fact that maybe the aggressor would win the fight, and he did. But better luck next time to you. We got to rush off the air here. Tim Ryan saying good night from Reseda.